Hello everyone, welcome back to our online class. Today we are continuing the 100 dresses 1 part 2. So we know that one Maddie was feeling sad about Wanda Petrosky. She was feeling sorry about the way how the children behaved to her. Now, note that she felt sorry for Wanda exactly. She would never have paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy hadn't invented the dresses game. So now this girl Maddie was not only she felt sorry about Wanda, and also she never paid any attention to Wanda if Peggy had not invented the dresses game. We know what is a dresses game, asking how many dresses are there. But suppose Peggy and all the others started in on her nest. She was thinking, what will happen if Peggy and all other girls started the same game on Maddie? She wasn't as poor as Wanda, perhaps, but she was poor. So she was not as poor as Wanda, but even though she was poor, of course, she would have more sense than to say she had 100 dresses. So she says that one, I have the more sense that I would never say that I have 100 dresses. Wanda said she has 100 dresses, that's why the girls are making fun on her. Still, she would not like for them to begin on her. So she didn't like that. Sometimes they may start playing on Maddie. She thinks like that. She wished Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. So she wished that one Peggy should stop uh, teasing Wanda Petronsky. She was fearing that they may start playing the same game on Maddie also. Today, even though they had been late to school, Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absent-mindedly. So when they reached school, even though she was glad that they don't want to make fun on Wanda because she was absent, she started her max problems absent-mindedly. 8 times 8, let's see. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note because she knew she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, hey Peg, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has. When she finished her arithmetic, she had did start a note to Peggy. So she thought that one she doesn't have the courage to speak to Peggy to stop teasing the game. That means teasing Wanda. So what she decided? She decided to write a note to her, ask her to stop teasing Wanda Petronsky. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. She shocked. That means terribly feared. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. She started writing note. Then she thought she pictured she imagined that instead of Wanda Petronsky, she was the target for other girls. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on, and Maddie would have to say it was one of Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to disguise with new trimming, so no one in room 13 would recognize it. So she thought the girls are asking her, where did you get this dress? This is Peggy's dress, and your mother trimmed it, added some designs to on it to change it. So she was fearing about that. If only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. So she thought, if Peggy decided herself to stop making fun on Wanda. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. So she was keeping her hands on her hair. So she was thinking that one. If I said to Peggy to stop the game, other girls may start making fun on me by asking where did you get this dress like that questions because we know she was very poor and she was using the dresses that somebody gave to her. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. So she tore off that piece, the note what she has written. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in the whole room. So she was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy is the best liked girl in that whole room. Room number 13. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong. She thought Peggy could never do anything wrong. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived upon boggin sides and stood alone in the schoolyard. So Wanda, she was something different. She was just a girl who lived up in the boggin sides and she always alone. She scarcely ever said anything. Scarcely. Never said anything to anybody. She never said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. The only time she talked there about the 100 dresses. When the girls asked her, that time only she talked. Other time she won't talk anything in the schoolyard. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. So Maddie remembered once this girl told about a dress, about a pale blue colored dress. It has a colored trimming that designs on the dress, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red sash. Sash means a cloth which may be tied on the waist of the dress or on the neck side of the dress. So another dress she remembered that is a brilliant jungle green colored dress. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in pretended admiration. Pretended admiration, that is not real. So they wanted to make fun on her. So it's in acting where they said, oh, when you are wearing that dress, you would look like a Christmas tree. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. So when she was thinking about Wanda and the 100 dresses she had, she wondering about who will win the drawing and coloring contest which held in the school. So she was thinking about that drawing competition. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys of designing motor boards. So this contest is girls can design the dresses, for boys they can design the motor boards. Probably Peggy would win the girls medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. So she thought probably Peggy will win that medal because she drew better than anyone in that room. At least that is what everybody thought. Minimum that one everybody thought like that. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. So she was very good artist. She can draw any picture. She can copy any picture from the magazine or even the film star's face also. She can copy, and we can easily say anyone can say that who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners. Then they would know the next day it was drizzling. So next day the teacher will announce that day was there are some drizzling. Drizzling means a very light rain was falling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Peggy brought umbrella, so they both went to school under that umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Boggin State. So on some days, special day like this, they will not wait for Wanda to make fun on her. That road was very far away, remote place, because nobody can watch there making fun on her. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. So today they are not going to take any chances on being late because today Mason will understand who is the winner of that. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Maddie said, I know, Mason. I think Mason will say announce the winners. Oh, of course, you will win, Peg. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. Maddie added that one, of course you will win. Then Peggy said, hope so. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. They suddenly stopped and they were amazed. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on great sheets of wrapping papers. So when they entered, there are a lot of pictures hanging everywhere in that classroom. There must have been 100 of them, all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. So when they entered the room, they saw almost 100 pictures are hanging. All are lined up there, brilliant colored, beautiful design dresses are there. They thought this must be the drawings for the contest. All are hanging there everywhere in the classroom. All around, almost 100 dresses were there. They were, that means that paintings were, they were for the competition. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. They were enjoying that beauty of that pictures. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. When the class started, Mason announced the winners. Jack Buggles had won for the boys. She said Jack Buggles had won for the boys. And his design for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12 along with the sketches by all other boys. So she said his design is there exhibited in the room number 12 along with all other boys' designs. As for the girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her. So almost for girls, only one or two sketches were submitted by the most of the girls. But one girl from row number 13 should be proud about her. This one girl actually drew 100 designs, all different and all beautiful. The teacher said, from one girl from row number 13, she drew 100 designs, all are different. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. From opinion of the judge, they said each one of the drawing is that winning one. That means 100 or each one from that 100 dresses are the best one. I'm very happy to say that Vanta Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. She announced Vanta Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. She drew 100 dresses designs. That 100 beautiful and different, and the all 100 can win the first prize. Unfortunately, one has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawing. Extremely beautiful and well made. Exquisite. So she said she was Wanda was absent. So you can walk around the room and check the designs. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths, and whistle, though they were not interested in the dresses. They were not interested in the dresses, boys, but even though they applauded her. Look back, whispered Maddie. There is that blue one she told us about. Look, that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy. And there is that green one, boy, and I thought I could draw. So she said to Peggy said to Maddie, look, that green colored one also there. How beautiful it is there. So here Peggy thought she was the best best artist to draw the picture. But really, she couldn't understand how beautiful this girl draw the pictures. It's that much beautiful it is, isn't it? So here we are winding up for the class. We can, if you have any doubts about the chapter, you can ask it in the comment box. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching. See you again. Bye.